Hello everyone, this is Meghna from AIDS second year. Today I am going to explain the 401 project, how to build the login and sign up and sign in credentials for the website. So I chosen the Food Munch as the e-commerce website and I have did this project. So coming to my project, I will walk you through the food ordering system we can build using Node.js, express.js, Firebase authentication and JSON based storage for orders. Our project includes a server that serves the website, a user authentication system and an order management system. Let's start with the server.js. It uses expresses to serve static files and the HTML page that allows user to interact with our app. Next, we have auth.js, which contains the Firebase authentication that enables user to sign up and log in the securely. On the front end, includes Firebase authentication scripts and a function to handle user login. When a user enters their email and password, Firebase checks whether the credentials and grant access if they are valid. If order management, order.js handles place orders, retrieving user orders and updating order statuses. Orders are stored in the local JSON file, ensuring we can track user purchases. Each order has a unique ID and a status that can be updated. This system provides a simple, effective way to manage food orders while ensuring user authentication and order tracking. To improve stability, we can replace JSON storage and a real database like Firestore database or MongoDB. Let me explain with the code first. So coming to the server.js, it's setting up the web server. Uses Express to create a web server, serves static files from the public folder, and index.html where the route is connected to the URL and which is accessed, and it listens on the port 3000. Now auth.js is the authentication file. Firebase authentication uses Firebase to create and authenticate users. Handles sign up by creating a user in the Firebase authentication, provides a test route to check if the authentication works. Now login.html loads Firebase SDK for authentication, initializes Firebase using project credentials, implement a function login user to authenticate users. Order.js order management stores order in a JSON files. Order.json provides three main functions: placing an order, retrieving user orders, updating order status. Placing an order gives the place, retrieving user orders gives the email, and updating order statuses updates the order ID. So here let me explain the key takeaways. Is user authentication uses the Firebase authentication to handle signups and logins. Server setup expresses server static files and routes for authentication and orders. Order management uses JSON for storing and updating stores. Security consideration stores the Firebase API key in an environmental variable. Implement authentication checks before placing or updating orders. Use database storage instead of JSON for better stability. Next is now coming to the Firebase JSON file. So this is my API key which I was provided from the Firebase console. Next is Firebase.js. Here the file connects our backend to the database using a service account key, allowing us to authenticate users securely. It initializes Firebase admin SDK. We can manage users from the backend. Next we have app.js, which defines the navigation structure of a React app. It uses React router to manage different pages like the home page, menu and order page. To make navigation easy, header.js is used. It is a simple header component with links to the home, login and sign up pages. Finally, in the package.json file, we have the project dependencies. It includes essential libraries like Express for the backend, Firebase for the authentication, and UUID for the generating unique order IDs. We also use Node.mont for the development to restart the server automatically when changes are made. This setup uses a smooth user experience with the Firebase handling authentication, Express managing orders, and React provide a interface. Going forward, we can enhance the system by adding features like real-time order updates and payment integration. Same like that, I have used the some of the banner.js for the banner session and home.js and footer and login credentials and the index.html for my website and sign up page. This is how I have created a website. Let me show you the running process of my website for the clear demonstration. So after your code process is done, now go to the terminal and click it as node space file name, that is server.js. It will show the server is running. So if you just follow the link, then you can appear with the website which I have created. So here is why choosers section, where you get the food services, fresh foods and best offers which are provided. And this is the explore menu. Here non-veg starters, veg starters, soups, fish and main course, noodles, salads and desserts have been provided. And the next is the delivery and payment. I provided some of the PayPal, American Express, like that. Next is the follower session. For follower session, I have provided Twitter, Facebook and some of the Instagram kind of follower session, and some of the gifts should be also provided, right? So I have created a button option for the gift voucher and all, and if there is any discounts are provided, we can just connect with it. This is how I designed my website using the React.js, Express.js and using connecting to the Firebase. Now let me explain how I have connected to the Firebase. After searching for the Firebase console, you need to search for the Firebase console. Next, you just need to click on get started. It will automatically get started. If you need any project to be created, you can create using the create a Firebase project. I have created already as my Food Munch as my project. So I have got my key as here, project settings. Just need to go to the project settings and the service key, and you are provided with the new generated key which you have to download in the installation. Here is my new generated key. And now storing all our credentials using the Firestore database. What are the credentials and the email addresses and the orders which kept by the customer will be appeared here. Here you can see. Yet I have not created anything. Your database will be stored here. Whatever I gave the email and the particular person details, all will be stored here itself. So this is how you need to connect to the Firebase of the Food Munch website which I have created earlier, which I showed earlier. So this is how you need to create a website using Firestore database and Express.js, HTML, CSS for the good looking appearance of the file. This is how I have created my website of the Food Munch website. Thank you.